Before you step onto the front porch, let the Good Shepherd lead your day. Morning light spills softly through the window, and the world feels hushed. Just you, the quiet rhythm of your breath, and the nearness of God. You don't have to rush into the noise yet. Before your feet touch the ground, pause. Let your soul remember who watches over you. Let your heart whisper the words that have steadied generations of believers. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. Psalm 23 is not just poetry, it's a doorway. When you walk through it, you step into a meadow of peace. David, the shepherd king who once guided sheep through hills and shadows, wrote from a place of intimacy with God. He didn't say, "The Lord is a shepherd." He said, "The Lord is my shepherd." That single word, "my," changes everything. It means God is not distant or abstract. He's personal. He knows your name, your fears, your aches, and your hidden hopes. Before sunrise, before any plan or problem unfolds, He already stands beside you, ready to lead. Repeat it softly with me, as if your spirit needs to hear it again. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. That means lack does not define you today. Scarcity does not have the final say. You may be living on a fixed income, counting every dollar, or facing an uncertain medical report. But your shepherd owns the hills, the rivers, the air you breathe. You belong to the one who never runs out of provision. He knows exactly what you need, and when you need it. When David wrote, "He makes me lie down in green pastures," he was describing more than grass. Green pastures mean restoration, a soul fed by divine nourishment. Sometimes the shepherd has to make us lie down, to rest when our minds want to race ahead. He leads us away from constant motion, into a sacred stillness. Maybe that's what this moment is for. Breathe deeply. Let God remind you that rest is holy. You don't have to solve everything today. You only have to follow. He leads me beside the still waters. Picture that. Waters that do not roar or rush, but glide in calm strength. This is where He brings your thoughts when you trust Him. The still waters represent a settled mind, a spirit not driven by worry. You might have decisions to make today about health, family, finances, but the shepherd promises to lead, not drive. Sheep aren't pushed, they're guided. He knows how to bring clarity where confusion has tangled your thoughts. If your mind feels cluttered this morning, whisper this: "Lord, lead me beside still waters." Let that prayer unclench your chest. Imagine His hand gently resting on your shoulder as you walk together toward peace. He restores my soul. Restoration is not replacement, it's renewal. God doesn't discard you when you feel worn out. He refreshes you from within. Maybe you've lost some strength, or joy has felt distant lately. Maybe the noise of the world has dulled your hope. Restoration begins here, in quiet trust. You are not forgotten. The shepherd's care runs deeper than exhaustion, deeper than age or anxiety. His mercy rewrites the story every morning. He leads me in paths of righteousness for His name's sake. That means He will never guide you into places that destroy your character or your peace. Even when the road curves through uncertainty, He leads with purpose. Sometimes, what feels like a detour is actually divine direction. You are not wandering. You are being guided. The shepherd has already walked ahead to make the way safe. And then David shifts the tone. Yell, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for Thou art with me. Every person who loves God eventually walks through valleys. Maybe yours is a health battle, or a season of loneliness, or the ache of watching someone you love suffer. Shadows are not the same as darkness. Shadows only exist where there is light. The valley of the shadow means light is still present. It's just hidden by the hills. The shepherd does not promise we will skip the valleys. He promises we will not walk them alone. For thou art with me. That's the center of the psalm, the heartbeat of faith. God's presence is not an occasional visitor. It's a steady companion. Even in hospital rooms, even in quiet houses, after everyone has gone, even in financial strain, He is there. You are seen. You are held. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. The rod represents protection. The staff represents guidance. The shepherd uses both, one to defend you from harm, the other to keep you close to his path. Sometimes comfort doesn't come from explanations, but from proximity. It's enough to know that your shepherd stands near, alert, and strong. We declare this morning, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. You are enough, Jesus. Your care is perfect, your love unending. We rest in that truth. And now, before we rise to face the day, let's sit a little longer in this stillness. Imagine those green pastures again, the sunlight warm, the air clean, the sound of quiet water nearby. There is no hurry here, no fear, no unfinished business, only presence. The shepherd walks slowly, not because he's uncertain, but because he wants you to keep pace with his peace. You are not behind. You are not late. The shepherd's timing is flawless. Every provision, every answer, every healing is on the way, already prepared. You only need to stay close enough to hear his voice. Let gratitude be your first language today. Thank him for what you can see and for what you can't. Thank him for the roof over your head, for the meal you will eat, for the small mercies that go unnoticed, the steady heartbeat, the breath that fills your lungs, the sunlight that warms your hands. These are the quiet miracles of the shepherd's care. And when doubts whisper, remember, he never leaves a sheep behind. He never forgets a name. He never leads you where his grace cannot keep you. So, as you step out today, onto that front porch, into the world, carry Psalm 23 in your heart. Let it be your morning song, your steady prayer, your unshakable truth. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Say it aloud if you can. Let the words settle in your chest. Let them guard your morning and shape your mood. This psalm is not wishful thinking. It is a declaration of divine reality. You are cared for. You are led. You are protected. And wherever today takes you, know this: the shepherd walks before you, the shepherd walks beside you, and the shepherd walks behind you. You are surrounded by love. Type in the comments, "The Lord is my shepherd," to agree with today's prayer. And may his peace, his provision, and his presence fill your home and your heart, now and always.